Hello, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Hi, Ria. I was just watching your latest post before I came on here. I think it was Ellie Mistal. Feel the same way as him. Hi. All right, welcome. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Hi, TikTok. Welcome, everybody. So glad you guys are all here today. So we're going to start the Diava Smackdown song. Here we go. Every day, I JM. And a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA. She's about to begin. She's got moxie. It runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown. Yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With Magus in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. Yeah. Thank you very much, Hey Jude, my loyal follower and supporter, for making that song for me. So kind, so generous. I think it was so, so nice. And it always hits. And did you guys know it's available on Spotify? You can get Diava Smackdown on Spotify. You can. You can. Yep. You can. Everybody should be tapping the crap out of the screen. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We have not hit the For You page yet, so let me keep seeing those hearts flying. Let me bring up my backup account, and then we'll get started. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. And people who voted for Donald Trump, I'm looking for people that voted for Donald Trump to have a conversation with. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Life is God, Trump and the people. What? That's so weird. What does that mean? I invited you up. If you don't come up, you're going to be muted from the chat. The chat is for Kamala supporters because they're not allowed in the box right now. I'm just talking to Trump supporters today, or for at least a couple hours, and then I'll bring up friendlies. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Otherwise, you're probably going to be muted. You're supposed to be in the guest request box.
Not in the comment section. Request if Trump is your daddy. That's funny. AZ Mike, I fixed it for you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, thank you. What is your vision? Alice, if you want to ask me questions, just come up and talk to me. I'm here to have conversations. People go to lives to watch conversations, not me just talk to myself. So I'm looking to have conversations with people. So if you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. I see you're being nice. I'm always nice. I'm always nice. What do you mean? Alexander, you funny. Oh, you funny, Alexander. Come up and talk to me. You seem like a joy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I mean, I understand why Trump supporters don't want to come up. I would be embarrassed too. So I know it's hard to defend Donald Trump saying he wants to run for a third term where it is completely and utterly against the Constitution. Or reversing segregation last week. That was super fucking fun. What in the hell? What in the hell? What in the 1950s are we going to? This is insane.
Yo.
Hey,
everybody.
Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hell yeah, I voted for Trump. You think I'm dumb?
How old are you? How old are you and what state did you vote in?
19, Florida, Sunshine State,
yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, you're a red-pilled incel, that's all.
Hell yeah.
Do you have anything useful to say, or you just want to come up here and just like, hell yeah, Trump's my daddy! Hell yeah!
Won the popular vote. GOP's on top.
He didn't win the popular vote.
Party's in shambles.
He didn't win the popular vote. He didn't even get 50% of the votes. You have to have 51% or more in order to have the popular vote. Try again. God, I'm ashamed I'm in Florida. This is not like a game. Like, you lost, we won. Man, we're going to the Super Bowl. What did you win?
The presidency.
A crashing economy, stock market tanking,
freedom.
Job loss.
Yeah.
Freedom for who?
Only 2 genders.
Freedom for who?
No story time.
I said freedom for who? If you're not going to engage, if you're not going to engage in the conversation, I'm going to move on. And second of all, don't speak over me because I don't allow men, and I'm sure not going to let a red-pilled incel that just got off his mama's teat talk over me. So
yeah, I'm an incel.
I know you are. Duh. Well, we knew that. They would come out crashing out. Just crash right out. Just start out crashing. Bob, did you vote for Trump?
I did not.
Okay. W's, but I'm just looking for Trump supporters only right now, so only request up if you voted for Donald Trump. Giovanni, did you?
I voted for Trump. Ma'am, how you doing, ma'am? My name is Giovanni. I'm 58 years old. And yes, ma'am, I voted for Trump. And can I show you this, ma'am?
No, I need it. Slow down, dude. Take a breath. What state did you vote in?
I voted in Missouri.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Okay, I want to show you right here. It states here, I will read it to you, what I'm reading right here. Trump ran the re-election 8 years later, winning the election and the popular vote.
That doesn't mean it's.
Right here, all over on
I understand. I understand that.
It says that he won, ma'am.
I understand that. I know shit he won, dumb fuck. I didn't say he didn't win.
Popular vote too. Why would
No,
you say-
he didn't. He didn't.
Ma'am, I just showed you.
It's some. Dude, why do they come out crashing out? He did not win the popular vote. Just because some commentator on Google or some whatever, one article you brought up that said he won the popular vote, I don't care. The threshold is over 50%. He did not win over 50%. No matter which way you want to slice it or dice it.
Either way you look at it, it's still 52%.
It's not 52%. You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
You can try if you want
You're
to,
just wrong.
but you can't change reality.
Except for you're wrong. You're categorically wrong. That is not in any way, that is not how it works. I'm sorry that you can't see the truth. Okay, here we go. 31.78% of America. Shut your fucking mouth. Thank you. 31.78% of voted for Trump. 30.84. Shut up. 30.8. Shut up. 30.84% voted for Harris. Shut up. And 36.32 people in this country didn't even vote. So more Americans voted against Trump than for him. No, I believe in reality. Thank you. I live in reality. Thank you. Thank you. You can say it in 94 different times. It does not make it true. It just does not make it true. They will twist themselves into knots, into pretzels, into what, I mean, just God. 50.1, 50.2, anything over 50 is the popular vote. That's how it's always been calculated. Did he get the majority? Yes. Popular vote? No. Tuttle, did you vote for Trump?
I did, yeah.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 38 from Wisconsin.
Okay.
I like listening to your lives because I think that's oftentimes there's some differing opinion here. But my question is really unrelated to what was the topic that was just discussed.
That's fine. You don't have to talk about what he was talking about.
Yeah. What I want to bring up, though, is when somebody brings up a differing opinion, I think oftentimes you guys lead with facts a little bit more than most people that come on here. I just don't understand.
Always.
Wouldn't it be easier for you guys to let somebody say something wrong rather than for them to speak and then you just immediately cut them off and call them a dumb fuck?
No.
And then tell them to shut up?
No. Because...
who the fuck gives you the right to do that?
Oh, because it's my live and you don't have to be here.
You invite people to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
Go rip on other people when you're a dumb bitch yourself.
Okay, well, I'm
Get
so...
a fucking job.
Not
making lives for a living.
This is my job, bitch. You just don't like it because nobody pays you for what you have to say. Nobody cares to follow you. Nobody cares to donate to you. Why does it make you guys so upset? What is a job?
You fucking go to work.
What is a job? And what do I do every day? I come here every single day, 7 days a week. I don't even take a day off. I don't even take a day off, boo. At least you on your job probably get weekends off, right? I'm here every single day, 7 days a week. And since May of last year, I've only missed 2 days. One I was sick and one I was evacuated from Hurricane Milton. Other than that, have you gone to work almost 365 days in a row? That's why they donate to me. That's why, because I'm here, I do my homework, I do my research, and I don't allow misinformation and disinformation. That's why I cut them off. Too many other creators let them spin their whole yarn of lies and then go back and try to correct them. But what I do is cut them off at the pass if it's not true. I hold it. Oh, thank you for the. Oh, yes. Thank you for the dragon. That was so freaking cool. Oh my God. Thank you. So you said you like to watch my lives. So you know what I do. So obviously you're a fan. And you guys get so butthurt because my people follow me and they support me. Because I do the research. I have to keep up on every bill, every executive order, everything that comes out, every story. I've got to research them all to see which ones are true and which ones are not. I do work outside of just the 4 to 7 that I sit on in front of the camera. That's a job. I educate, I entertain, and perhaps you probably shouldn't follow so many young girls. Cat got your tongue. Just what I thought. Thank you, Sean, for the $2 cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for my non-job. Thank you supporting my non-job. Thank you, Sean. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you're just a jealous pants, I don't need to come up here and whine about me and what I do on this app or how I get paid or what my job is. Anybody else would like to help support my non-job? My Cash App and Venmo are right there on the yellow banner. If you'd like to help support my non-job. Haters, all of them. They're just mad that they have to work 12 hours a day. If you're not working with your hands, you're not doing honest work. No, you're not. You're up there busting your ass. I work hard. I work smarter, not harder. Deborah, thank you for the $5 cash app for the non-job. Thank you. Thank you, Deborah. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Like, unless you're out there digging a ditch, you ain't got a real job. I have a real job. As a fucking mother of 2 special needs kids who homeschools those special need kids and prepares for this show and shows up every fucking day. I have a really hard job. So thank you. Thank you, Damon, for the $10 cash app. I love your non-job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I know I don't have to prove myself to anybody. But just being a mother alone is very tough. And anyone who is a mother knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a thankless and payless job. You don't get paid nothing for it. Thank you, Andrea. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. No, it's the strong women. I know. They're yeah, user a bunch of numbers said Diava has a hard job listening to MAGA. Vanessa, thank you for the $5 for your non-job and to piss off MAGA. Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate your support so much. Thank you. Thank you guys on. Oh, hi, everybody on Twitch, YouTube. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's in here. Thank you. Child support probably booming. I don't get a single penny in child support. So again, you're wrong, like usual. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Good grief. Holy shit. Gracious. gracious. Thank you for the $100 Venmo. Oh my God. You bring us intelligent, facts based information. Here's a small tutor's fee for the work you do. Oh, thank you so much. W's in the chat for gracious. Wow, thank you so much. That is so incredibly thoughtful and generous. And I am, wow, that is, thank you for the love. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. That was so nice of you. Nelson, thank you for the $5 Venmo for what you do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Right? Hey, gracious, just, you got people in chat over on YouTube and Twitch that are sending W's for gracious. So if anybody on YouTube or Twitch wants to donate to my Cash App or Venmo, it's just Diavatalks, spelled exactly like it is on the screen, Diavatalks, and it has my same logo, so you know it's me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. That is just so kind. That is just so kind. Thank you. You guys are so incredible to me, and I really appreciate it so much. I'm humbled and grateful for you. Ed, thank you for the $1 Cash App. This says thanks for not taking a black job. Okay, Ed, that was funny. That was funny. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Your words are so sweet to me in the comments. Yeah, I don't think anybody's here. Let's do it. Let's do a poll. It's going to be in the middle of your screen toward the bottom. Quick poll. Smiley face, you voted for Kamala. Sad face, you voted for Trump. Go. Thank you, Rebecca. Three Trump supporters, and none of them are in my box. Why? If there's 3 Trump supporters in here, I should have 3 people waiting in my box to talk to me. Come on up. Are you scared of me? You scared? It's always less than 5. Oh, we got one more. There's 4 Trump supporters in here, and not one of you are in my box. Is it because you know you messed up? Scared of a strong woman? Hey, y'all, let's see if we can knock out this flash goal here real quick. It's only one of the little hearts for a penny or for 1 cent or something. And then I'll do a restart. Just knock out this little impromptu flash goal that TikTok's been putting up lately. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. Otherwise, I'm going to do a restart and start over. Because all the Trump supporters ran away. Scaredy pants. Scaredy pants. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, popular vote means more than anyone else. Majority is over 50. Oh, Doc Nancy, that's very good. I'm glad you said that. Popular vote means more than anyone else. Majority vote is over 50. Okay, I stand corrected. I probably had those 2 backward in my mind, so I appreciate that. I'll always admit when I get something wrong. I have no problem with that. I might have mixed up those 2. Thank you for the correction. The 1-tooth guy from the other day. Who you mean, suffering succotash? But he still didn't win. Exactly. Amongst all the voters that are, he still lost by a lot. But yeah. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Yeah, they don't like strong women, that's for sure. They do not. Right, if only if the right. I promise to never use facts. Where are you for? Yeah, they're not here. Right. Looks like we need like what? 23 more of the little hearts. Hit the little heart button up there at the top next to my name, the little orange heart. It's like 1 coin. And then I'll do a restart because there's no Trump supporters in here. Carolyn Levitt is a pretty strong woman. Carolyn Levitt is a Stepford wife and a chronic, habitual, unapologetic liar. Every time her mouth opens, she lies. So I'm not impressed. She was also groomed into that position by the Heritage Foundation. She's the one. She's the black lady. I mean, she's the blonde lady that's in the Heritage Foundation videos, training videos. She's been groomed for that position. Yeah, she's a habitual liar for sure. Wise, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
18, and I'm in Texas.
What did you want to add?
I'm just a little confused on when you say the party. Do you think that we are the party of the vision, or do you think it's?
Yeah, with the vision, with your head up your ass. Yes.
Okay, and why do you think that?
Do you see what's happening? I mean,
What's happening exactly?
Okay, I can be more specific and be like, the party who is allowing Donald Trump to piss all over our Constitution and try to overturn it with executive orders, violating people's Fourth Amendment rights, Fifth Amendment rights, First Amendment rights. There are people being literally kidnapped off the street and disappeared and held in detention centers. No due process. Nobody, no formal charges of anything. Just kidnapped from the street. And the last time that happened was in 1930s Germany. And you guys are not holding him accountable, and you guys are still justifying everything that he does.
And where does that happen?
It's happened all over.
Where's all over?
Well, the last one was in Massachusetts at Tufts University.
Is there anything to prove that, or is that?
Yes. It's. I mean, okay. You have Google in your hand. I'm gonna mute you. You have Google in your hand. Go to Google. Look, Tufts University student.
Question, was that
No. You're gonna go look up the story.
We can change the topic.
No, I don't pivot.
What would you like to talk about?
No, I don't pivot. I would like to talk about people getting kidnapped off the streets, and put in detention centers with no due process.
Question: is that somebody that got deported? Is that
No.
somebody who was?
Nope.
So who was it? Do you have a name?
I can't remember her name right this second. You have Google in your hand. Go look. No, I do your homework for you all the time. I bring shit up on the screen. I show you, and then you guys go, nuh-uh. So I'm not doing it for you. Go look. You have Google in your hand. Tufts University student. It'll be the top and biggest story you'll ever find on Tufts University, I promise.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
I'm not like, you think I'm like a MAGA. Yeah, no.
If you voted for Donald Trump, you are.
Maybe I just support his economic plan.
Oh, to tank the economy, tank the stock market, increase the prices on everything that we buy every single day. Yeah, that seems like a really good, solid fucking economic policy.
And what was
Anyway, no, we're not moving. You read the story. We're not. I don't pivot. I already told you. I don't pivot.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, because you're putting the word kidnap.
Tufts University kidnap. ICE kidnaps our neighborhood outrage. Okay, yeah, so it was under an ICE investigation.
Do you know what she did?
What did she do?
She wrote an op-ed in a school newspaper for her support of the Palestinian people. And so what they did is Marco Rubio revoked her green card because she wrote that article. And then they said she was here illegally, and ICE went and picked her up and snatched her off the street. That is 1930s Germany shit.
Okay, so ICE.
That's freedom of speech. She is allowed to write an article anywhere. She wrote it a year ago, and they picked her up. They picked her up the other day because Rubio revoked her green card because she wrote that op-ed. That is a violation. That is a violation of the First fucking Amendment. And it's a violation of her due process rights by snatching her up without any charges or anything.
Was she an American citizen?
She was here legally on a green card.
Or is she not a native born citizen now?
She doesn't have to be. She was here legally.
She has to be.
She was here illegally. Stop spinning. You know this shit's fucked up. Shut up. Shut up. No, you're a fucking child. Shut up. No, be quiet. No. And you're justifying it, just like I said that you guys do. No matter what he does, you guys justify it, spin it, whatever. You fucking do everything. It doesn't matter if she's a citizen. It doesn't matter if she was here on a visa. It doesn't matter if she was born here. It doesn't matter. She was legal. And she has every protection under the Constitution that you and I have.
Okay. Am I allowed to ask questions without getting muted, or are you going to continue censoring me?
Oh my God. Nobody is censoring anybody except for Donald fucking Trump.
Okay.
You don't have freedom of speech on an app.
Oh.
You have freedom of speech from the government coming after you if you speak against said government. And that's exactly what Donald Trump did. So fuck off.
What if I support Hamas? Should I be...
You can't say that word, say H group.
Am I? Okay.
H group. That's not, nope, you're not doing that. No. Because if you support the Palestinian people, that's not supporting, excuse me. I do not allow grown-ass men to speak over me, and it will not be from a child. You will not speak over me, okay? Freedom of speech protects you from the government coming after you for your free speech or for your criticism of the government. She still gets due process. She still has the right to support the Palestinian people. I support the Palestinian people. I support the Palestinian people from being G-sided, okay? I don't support the H group at all. My support of Palestinian people is not support of the Palestinian government. So because she wrote an article about the unaliving of all of these Palestinian people does not mean that they are pro-H group.
May I speak on that, please?
Go ahead.
All right. So, let's just say in this situation, I am not a native-born citizen, and I understand that you don't support Hamas, but...
And I asked you, I've already asked you and said H group 3-4 times. If you can't use TikTok appropriate language, I will boot you so fucking fast because you're not going to get me taken down because you don't know how to talk.
Sorry about that. H group, right? If I support H group, right, and I'm not a native-born citizen, which would be me supporting a T organization, I think in that case, I should be deported because that is a national security threat.
Then wouldn't that have to be proved in court that you were supporting the H group?
I mean, if I'm publicly
no. Because you wave a Palestinian flag and you're out there protesting does not mean that it does not mean that you're pro H group.
The Palestinian
They voted for the age group.
Okay, how long ago? How long ago? And who funds the age group?
Let's see. Let's go. Did I get booted? I'm confused. No way. Am I back? Am I good now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Everything just froze.
Yeah, it froze for me too.
They took over. They took over Columbia University.
Nope, that's not a no. Nope. I can't. Nope. I'm done. Nope. I'm done. Nope. Not going there. Not happening. Not happening. He was 18. That's I'm like, no. Yikes, you got censored. Oh, oopsie. It's my live. And no. No. I didn't get you didn't get censored, you got bumped, dropped. RC Dubs, where'd you go? I was just gonna bring you up. Rachel, thank you for the $5 Venmo. Please make a concepts of teeth sticker. I'm still dying from the other day. You're amazing. Thank you, Rachel. Yolanda, did you vote for Trump? I'm guessing that's a tapping error. Oh, Tasha, where'd you go? I was just getting ready to bring Tasha up. Oh my God. I only need 5 more heart me's. The little orange heart up at the top. I only need 5 more for this stupid challenge. It's over in like a minute. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Let's go. And for those of you that are unclear, okay, that you're unclear, if you are on U.S. soil, you are subject to our laws, right? You speed, you're going to get a ticket. So if you're in this country, you are bound by our laws, which means you're also covered under our Constitution. The only thing different that immigrants, whether they're undocumented or documented or visiting on vacation, the only difference is they can't vote. They are protected by every other article, every other amendment, every single other part of the Constitution other than voting. And they specifically wrote it into the Constitution that way, that you had to be a born or naturalized citizen. It's not hard, folks. If they're subject to our rules, they are also covered under our Constitution. If you voted for Donald Trump, you need to be in the guest request box, not in the comment section. The comment section is for Kamala supporters because they are not allowed up in the guest request box right now. So you should be in the box. Giovanni sounds like he needs to be muted in the comment section. SF West, you're muted. You're here every day and never come up, so goodbye. Are you a Democrat? I'm a liberal. I'm as liberal as they come. I'm like a radical liberal. Like I'm a left-wing lunatic because I want everyone to have health care and I want everyone to have food and I want everyone to have an education. I mean, I'm so fucking liberal. Whoa. I mean, just so far bent. So radical. But I think everybody should, nobody should have to starve because they get cancer. You know, crazy. Me, crazy ass liberal. America first, except for Trump isn't doing America first either. Trump's not America first. He's Greenland first, Panama first. He's fucking Russia first. He's everything. Mexico first. He's not for. He's everything against America. He didn't do one tax cut for you. He didn't do a tax cut for me. No, you didn't get. You didn't get no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, no cheaper groceries, no cheaper housing. You got nothing. You got nothing that he campaigned on. Not a single campaign promise has he fulfilled. Not one. But you did get plastic straws back. Thank you, Trump. You also got segregation back. You get to be racist now, even though everything's going to be more expensive starting tomorrow or on Wednesday. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Crazy.
Ciao signore, come stai? Sta bene?
Io
Italiano. I'm Italian. I'm here molto italiano io. I came to America. I have a green card. I had a green card. You want to know the rules? I will tell you, ma'am, if you would listen,
No.
I'll tell you the rules.
No, thank you. Did you vote?
And it is a real green paper.
Did you vote? Sammy, Mario. Unmute your mic and tell me if you voted.
I just told you, yes, ma'am. I voted in the last 5 elections.
Okay, and how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 50 years old and I live in California.
Okay, I don't care about the green card process. That's not what we're talking about.
Well, earlier you were talking about that.
No, I was not. I just said she was here on a green. She was here on a
Right.
on a.
What she did, ma'am, is she did more than what you said.
No.
Read the whole story.
Yes.
The whole story.
Uh huh.
I looked it up.
Uh huh.
I looked it up.
Uh huh.
And what the story says is that she actually was protesting. You forgot.
Oh my God! You mean what she? Oh my God! You mean she was protesting under the First Amendment, right?
Your green card. No. You don't have any rights
Shoot.
under your green card, ma'am.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You
Yes, you do.
But I do know the law, ma'am. The law states
If you no, 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 no. If you are subject to the laws in this country, you are protected by the Constitution. Even if you're here on vacation. If you're here on vacation at Disney World, okay, you came in with your family to Disney World and somebody committed a crime against you.
Ma'am, when I had my
And you
green test,
shut up.
I had to take the
I
Constitution.
said shut up. I know Trump supporters don't know about consent. I said no. I'm in the middle of what I'm saying. If they're here and somebody says, "Oh, they stole something from the Disney store," and the police come and arrest them, what happens? They get due process. They get to go to court and prove they didn't steal that item from the Disney store, which means they're covered under our Constitution. Immigrants who come here and commit crimes, they serve their time here, then they're deported, but they still have a trial because they have due process. They are covered under our laws and under our Constitution if they're in the United States.
But I didn't have to learn the Constitution until I took my citizenship. When I had my green card, I didn't have to take the test. I didn't even know nothing.
Nobody said anything about a test. I just said if you're in this country, you have the protection.
No, ma'am.
If you're okay, you're not going to come up here and gaslight me and just lie. If you didn't know about the Constitution before you took the citizenship test, that's on you, boo. How do they not understand that if you're in this country, even if you're just fucking here on vacation, that's why if you're driving to Disney World and you speed, they can give you a ticket even if you're not from here, because you're still subject to our laws. Which means if you're subject to our laws, you're covered by the Constitution. Why is it so hard to comprehend? My God. No, I'm not asking you at this point. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. Right? It's everywhere if you Google it, right? It's so easy. It's so easy. Just do just an ounce of research and you'll know. But I know Trump supporters don't read and they don't like facts, especially if the facts counter what they think and believe, then they just ignore the facts. If you're in this country and you are subject to the laws, you're also covered by the Constitution. It's really easy. Like, so easy a caveman could do it, if you get my reference.
Hello.
Hello, lovely. How are you?
I'm good. Getting over COVID.
I know. How do you feel?
Better. I'm on some special medication called Paxlovid.
Paxlovid. That's what I took when I had it because I'm immune compromised, so I had that too.
Did your mouth taste like metal?
Oh yeah, that's the number one side effect.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Everything tastes terrible.
Mm-hmm. But it works. It works.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I constantly need to brush my teeth.
I know.
It's so weird.
It's better than C19, but it is annoying for the 5 days you have to take it.
So that last guy, Giovanni, he said that he was a green card holder, not an American citizen.
Well, he said
naturalized citizen?
He said when he first got here, he was a green card holder, and then he sat for his citizenship test. And he said, I didn't have to. He goes, I didn't know anything about the Constitution until I took the test. I'm like, well, that's you. Then you didn't know about the Constitution. Doesn't mean you weren't still covered underneath it.
Then he would know about the 14th Amendment in Section 1.
Yeah, but he was just wanted to argue. He was just being contrarian and argue. I kept trying to tell him, you are covered underneath the Constitution. If you're subject to our laws, you're protected by our Constitution. It's just that easy. He's like, no. And then he just, no. I couldn't take it anymore. So he obviously was not going to, wasn't going to get it.
No, and I think the really dangerous precedent that's being set by MAGA right now is that if you are an immigrant of any kind, you have no rights, and that's not true.
No. That's why I used a vacationer, someone that's coming down to Disney World. If they're even just visiting, since they're subject to our laws while they're here, they're also covered by our Constitution. So if something happens to them while they're here, they have Fourth Amendment rights, Fifth Amendment rights. They don't have to have a legal search and seizure. Like, they still have all. Welcome, Mishi Raid. Probably, I know, an unwanted Mishi Raid because she just got shut down, I hear. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you have a right to remain, if you like I said, if you're visiting from Brazil and you're at Disney World and they accuse you of stealing something from the Disney store, you still have the right to a court hearing and to the right to remain silent. You still have all of those constitutional protections. I just don't understand why it's so hard for them.
What's happening with that girl at Tufts and Mahmoud Khalil.
Yeah.
Those people are here absolutely 100% legally. The only thing that they may not have the right to do is vote in certain situations, but that's it. Everything else, they have a right to due process.
Yep.
They have a right to an attorney. They have the right to be seen by a judge, and they're not getting any of those things. And what's even worse, and what makes this really horrendous, is that they're being moved away from their home states down to Louisiana, and we have no idea what the conditions in Louisiana for these people that are being moved there, nor do we know how many are there.
Right. That's why I said. That's why I'm going off. I'm kind of wandering away from the word due process, even though that's what it is. I'm calling it what it is. They're being kidnapped and disappeared.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm calling it because that's what they're doing. And it's horrific. It's horrendous. And I'm like, oh, they're revoking they're revoking their stuff. But what they're doing is they're kidnapping these people right off the street. So if they take due process and they take all of that away from one person in this country, then they take it away from all of us. That could happen to any of us at any time. And for those of you that are in my Discord server, on the political chat channel, I just posted a recent article there about how they did a reverse image. Hold on. I didn't format it because I didn't have enough time. So give me just a minute. But the application or the standards of them picking these people up are this list of like the tattoos and like the pictures of their tattoos. It's only 3 pages. This is the only criteria to pick them up. And it has to do with if the ICE agent thinks that their tattoos are gang symbols. And they had a picture of there was another graph of what those all those symbols were. So somebody let me see.
Hey, you froze for a second, so whatever you just said, it was missed.
Oh, am I frozen still?
No, you're not frozen anymore. You're good. The TikTok's been having all sorts of glitchy issues.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be going down Saturday. Give me a second, I'm gonna find it.
You're good. You're good.
But they reverse image searched on some of those tattoos that supposedly these ICE agents are looking out for. And you would not believe the sources of where they found these tattoos and what those tattoos actually mean. That's what they're using to snatch these people up, and it's not even legit. It's really, really, really scary. I posted it in my Discord under the political chat. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Otherwise, I'm going to do a restart after I do this. Just hang tight for a second.
So some of the people down in the comments, I know that you guys were asking if they were transferred to Louisiana. So federal judges specifically told the Trump administration not to move these people, and ICE is moving them the second that they pick them up. So whether they're in California, whether they're in Massachusetts, New York, it doesn't matter. They go to Louisiana immediately. They are expedited so fast that they don't even care about judges' orders, and they're completely ignoring them.
Yeah. They did a reverse image search on a lot of these symbols, and you guys should read you should read where they found some of these tattoos at and how they're linking that to gangs. It's insane. They're literally just randomly picking people fucking up at this point. If you go in and look, this article is crazy. It's on the politics chat on my Discord server. ICE is nothing but the Gestapo now. They're just literally just kidnapping. If you want to join my Discord server, the link is in the link tree in my bio. Thank you, Hopes. And you can join my Discord server, but I have the whole article on here. It's raw story, rawstory.com. It's T group, but the word tattoos cited by Homeland Security stolen from the internet. So you should go read that. The link in the bio isn't working. Oh, you have to. Okay, what you have to do if you're opening it on your phone, instead of trying to accept the invite in the middle of the screen, go up to the 3 little dots in the corner and click to open it in your browser and then accept it there. So it's crazy.
And a couple of little tidbits before you do a restart. One, the reason why they moved them so quickly out of their home states is because limits their ability to get resources, attorneys, things like that.
Correct.
So family and friends are having a much harder time helping their loved ones when they're in another state. And it makes it exponentially harder. And not just that, but every single picture that you're seeing, like, what was her name, Christy Nome, and what they're showing on this particular article that Diava has on her Discord, they are purposely shaving all of their heads. They're making them look uniform to make them look like gang members. These
Correct.
are just normal people. This is all by design to demonize the living shit out of these people.
Yep. It's so distressing. If there's any Trump supporters in here, come on up. Otherwise, I'm going to do a restart and go to the side of TikTok where there's Trump supporters that might want to actually talk.
Yeah, Trump supporters, you voted for the Fourth Reich. How does it feel?
I mean, I'm waiting for the internet. Yes, I'm waiting for exactly uniquely. I was just going to say, I'm ready. Where are the international courts? Hello? Like the ICC needs to be coming in and like taking him out if nobody in our government's going to do it. This is ridiculous. This is not okay.
I don't even see the regular Trump stuff like in your comments about, oh, you're fear mongering, you're not telling me. I think you have all friends.
No, I literally don't think that there's any Trump supporters in here. So I'm going to do a quick restart. Yeah, Trump and his entire cabinet need to go. We don't listen to the ICC. Oh, Pickles Fairies, you coming up? Or are you just going to, what do you mean we don't listen to the ICC? Aren't you a friendly?
That name is kind of funny, though, Pickle Fairies.
I know.
I am such a juvenile.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button now, or I'm going to start over. No. All right. All right. I'm going to do a quick restart, and I'll be right back. Come right back, everybody. All right. We have logged off of TikTok. Yes, TikTok is getting ridiculous. I'm so over it. Thank you, YouTube and Twitch, for being on here with me today. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. If we fully, if TikTok does go away next week, I am going to be on YouTube, and I'll have a call-in number, so people can call in and we can do debates that way. To begin with. Welcome back. Thank you guys for coming in and letting those hearts fly. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you. There we go. I'll bring up my backup account. Let's make sure we got everybody is making those hearts fly as fast as we can go so we can get back up on the For You page. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody on Twitch and YouTube, make sure you like the YouTube and make sure you're subscribed. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do that. I have to have over 10,000 to do certain things that I want to do. So if you haven't subscribed to me, it's free over on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. And make sure you're following my backup account at the bottom of the screen. I just did a restart. You haven't missed anything, Mike. I just did a quick restart. Everybody just keep Having those hearts fly. We haven't quite got up on the For You page yet, but we should be there soon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Hi, Ruben. Hit the guest request button. Bank fees are back. Take that, libs. That's right. Joe Biden made them banks not ever be able to charge you more than $5 for an overdraft fee. But hell yeah, bring back them $35 fees. Them damn libs saving you money from your overdraft fees. I'm gonna reverse that shit, said the Republicans last week. We're gonna own them damn libs. We're gonna raise those prices. Cheaper groceries? No. No tax on tips? No. No tax on overtime? No. No tax on Social Security? No. No cheaper groceries? No. No cheaper housing? No. No cheaper electricity? No. Cheaper gas? No. But you have plastic straws. You got plastic straws, and they're not going to mint pennies anymore. And you get to be racist because they reverse segregation. That's what you got, MAGA. Congrats, you really owned them libs, huh? Own the libs. Albert.
Thanks for welcoming me up.
Yeah, did you vote for Trump?
I did not, and I know that you want Trumpers to come up, but I just wanted to say I appreciate you talking about the issues that face working class Americans rather than culture war distractions, because that's where the Trumpers got lost. I feel like they don't care about the quality of K through 12 education.
Okay.
Availability.
Thank you. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate you coming up. I'm just looking for Trump supporters right now, especially when I just start my live over. If I bring up a friendly right away, they will all leave. No offense. I just have a format and a formula that I follow every single day. I bring up Trump supporters from 4 to 6, and then I bring up, I'm sorry, I hope you understand. I bring up friendlies from 6 to 7, or anybody can come up between 6 and 7. So right now I just want Trump supporters up in the box to have a conversation. So I appreciate you understanding. Trump supporters should not be in the comment section. They should be in the box. I invited Rick up. If Rick does not come up, we go ahead and mute him in the chat, because Trump supporters are supposed to be up here talking to me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request.
Hello.
1 second, it's spinning. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, for some reason on my side, it's still showing that you're still loading. That's weird. TikTok has been wild these last several days. Anyway, huh?
Yeah, Burger King.
What?
I'm just kidding. I thought you had Burger King. Burger King Wi-Fi is just a joke. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. Okay. Anyway, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
Texas, 41.
Okay. What did you want to say?
I don't know. You just said to request that. I voted based on tax.
What was that? Where did he go? That was weird. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, I didn't kick you. I swear to God, I did not. I did not. I had no reason to. I had no reason to. What was that? That was weird.
Your mod did.
No, it tells me if my mods mute you. It'll even tell me.
Me too.
It'll even tell me which mod removed me, and it didn't say anything.
I promise it said your mod removed you. It's fine though.
Oh, I did. I don't know. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all saying they didn't do it, but whatever. That's fine.
Somebody did. It's no worries. I'm not pressed over it. Anyhow, I voted based on taxes.
Taxes for billionaires and corporations?
No, taxes based on my local economy has a lot of oil field people. A lot of people.
What does that have to do with taxes?
A lot of people work a lot of overtime.
And there's no tax on the no tax on overtime isn't in the continuing resolution.
Oh, it's not supposed to be in the resolution.
It's never going to be. It'll never be passed. Do you know why? Do you know why? No. Let me explain to you why. I know you guys are holding on to this pipe dream because that's what he promised you, but don't interrupt me. I know that there's two House resolutions out there because they did those before the continuing resolution, but guess what? They weren't included. But the reason why he can't do any one of those is because this continuing resolution that's in the House or that has passed the House is $4.5 trillion. That's already the debt ceiling. If they can't do no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, there's no more money. There's no more left. The debt ceiling has been reached by this one continuing resolution to give millionaires and billionaires their tax breaks and to cut Medicaid and food assistance and all of those programs is to try to offset that corporate welfare. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security can't happen because he already hit the debt ceiling in the first 2 months. The debt ceiling is reached. So it can't be passed separately. There's no more debt. There's no more money. And even the Republicans,
$1.8 trillion in deficit every year.
even the Republicans in Congress said they were not going to raise the debt ceiling again. And so he hit the debt ceiling with this first continuing resolution. It's maxed out. It's exactly Johanna. It's like a credit card. It's maxed out. They can't put anything else. Yes. The debt ceiling has been reached with this one continuing resolution, which means there is no room to give those tax cuts to.
Which is why we got to cut. We got to raise revenue, right?
No, you don't understand. How old did you say you are?
Cuts, right?
How old did you say you are?
41.
You can't be serious.
We need to cut taxes. And we
Cut taxes for who? For who?
I mean, not necessarily. I'm not saying cut taxes. I'm sorry.
That's what you said.
I know. I said that incorrectly. Cut our spending.
Okay, we can't stop spending on like Medicaid and Social Security because that's what elderly people live on.
Mm-hmm.
They pay into it their whole lives so that they can retire. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Medicaid is mostly elderly people and children.
All right. I didn't say to cut that.
Okay, so how about you cut defense spending? How about you cut the fucking defense budget? Except for Republicans will never do that.
I think they will.
They will never. They have never. Actually, in that continuing resolution, it gave them another trillion.
Yeah.
It gave them another $1 trillion. So
over 10 years, right?
it doesn't matter. That's not cutting the budget. Republicans have never and will never. Republicans have never, ever cut the defense spending. Ever. And they will not. So where they're trying to do the spending, cut spending, is for elderly and children and people on food assistance. The most vulnerable people, the poorest people, the neediest people, whatever word you want to use, are who they're taking the money from, taking the cuts to those programs to fund the millionaires and billionaires and corporations' tax cuts. It's like the anti-Robin Hood. He is stealing from the poor and giving to the rich.
So is that what happened last time with TCJA?
Yes. Except, no, not entirely. No, he didn't cut Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. He didn't cut all that. He just gave them the cuts, and we added $8 trillion to our national debt. And
well, C-19 had a lot to do with that.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. No. Biden sent out stimulus packages too, and he still only spent 4. He spent half of what what Trump spent. So that's bull. No. I don't allow. No. I don't allow misinformation. No. You're not gonna tell lies. It's not gonna happen. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Why are you doing that?
Stop it. I don't allow misinformation. I don't allow misinformation. Even if you're dialoguing.
Unemployment is not misinformation.
Biden's unemployment was lower than Trump's.
I'm saying when he took over, it was 6.7.
Huh?
When he took over, it was 6.7. It's a lot different than running an economy that's at 14.8.
Who? What are you talking about?
You're saying like, look, Biden didn't need to spend that much. I'm like, Biden also took over the economy that was at 6.7 unemployment. It's way different from 14.8.
Why was it 14.8?
Because we had COVID.
Can you say C-19, please? If you keep saying the C word over and over, it's going to get this live flagged, and I'll just drop you.
We have C-19. That's why.
Okay, and why?
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 Because it got out of the lab and went across the world.
No shit. I'm asking, why did people lose jobs? Why did people lose jobs? Why did Donald Trump shut down the economy?
Because y'all want to protect lives, don't you?
No, everybody could do the 6 feet of difference.
Lives, right?
No. He's the only person who shut down the economy.
Don't you want to protect lives?
That's not my point.
That's my point.
No, my point, I absolutely, because that's why I'm sure.
Right.
Did you get vaccinated? Did you get vaccinated?
No.
Then you didn't care about saving people's lives either. Fuck off.
You're slow on the button now.
No, I was blocking you. Takes me a minute.
She's not that slow, guys, but I promise you that.
Didn't you care about saving lives? Don't come up here with that bullshit if you come up here and be like, did you get vaccinated? No, fuck off.
I just love your fuck off. There's so much passion behind your fuck off.
Oh, I mean it. I mean it so hard too. Like, I mean it so hard.
It's like it's got flavor to it.
I am only looking for Trump supporters right now. Trump supporters only. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up.
That guy was not 41, by the way. There's no way.
Nasser?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. I didn't know if I was saying it right.
100%.
Did you voted for Trump?
Yeah, support him 100%.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
46 Tennessee.
46 Tennessee?
Yep.
Okay. What did you want to add to the conversation, or what'd you say?
I said I did not get the vaccine either, by the way.
Oh, I don't care. He was talking about public health and like, didn't you guys care about keep saving people's health? If you didn't get vaccinated, then you don't care about people's health. Sorry.
I don't think there's any proof that the vaccine actually.
Okay, I'm not talking about. Nope. I purposely do not talk about the vaccine because it gets live shut down. So we can talk about anything but that because I'm not doing it.
Okay. Yeah, to the person in the comments, yes, I am a veteran.
Oh. That's pretty bad. That's too bad. Unfortunately, you're a traitor to your oath.
No, I'm not a traitor. We fought for our right to vote, and we should not be told by either party on who to vote for. So simply because we voted or support Trump, doesn't make someone a traitor to the Constitution.
It makes you a traitor to your oath because you took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And Donald Trump is a domestic person who is trampling all over the Constitution. So you are violating your oath of office.
Does that mean when Biden violated the Constitution and violated orders that he was also a traitor to the Constitution?
How did he violate the Constitution?
I mean, trying to forgive student loans.
And
I'm sure there was more.
No.
But you act like Trump is the only president to
that he wasn't trying to violate the Constitution. The Constitution says nothing about student loan debt, but the Constitution does talk about freedom of speech, freedom of the press, birthright citizenship, due process. All of those are actually in the Constitution that he is trampling on and pissing on. So don't bring up the whole student loans is not in the fucking Constitution. Okay?
So I
Thank
disagree
you.
that Trump is trampling on the Constitution. He's only challenging the precedent for birthright citizenship. He's not saying that.
It's already been decided probably 50 times in 50 different ways.
Decided. The last time it was decided was 1898 with the Wong case. And in that Wong case, it talks about the parents of Wong were actually permanent residents of the United States. But what we're dealing with today is completely different.
No, it's not.
Even the framers of the
No.
stated.
No. No.
That it wasn't meant for aliens.
I know Trump supporters don't understand consent, but I said no. No, absolutely not. What about him saying he's going to run for a third term? How the fuck is that constitutional?
It's constitutional if you amend the Constitution like they did after Eisenhower.
How do you amend the Constitution?
You amend the Constitution.
How?
It has to go through Congress. Obviously, states have to vote on it, and you have to have a large majority of the states to agree to it.
How much of the majority?
Legally.
How much of the authority? How much of the majority do you have to have?
I don't know the exact.
It's 2/3. 2/3. You think 2/3 of the states? You think the 2/3 of the states are gonna let this motherfucker run again? Are you okay?
Is it legal for him to try to amend the Constitution? Is it legal?
It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable what you guys will convince your brains to say in order to spin and defend this person. He is an absolute fucking disgusting, filthy, rotten excuse for a human bag of shit that's ever walked this planet. And I don't allow men to speak over me, so you can stop unmuting yourself and stop talking over me. That's what you can start with. I don't let men speak over me. It's not going to start with you. So kidnapping people up off the street and disappearing them, that's testing the Constitution?
My question is, who has he disappeared? I mean, can you give some?
Yeah, Mahmoud Khalid. And then this last lady, I can't remember her last name, from Tufts University, snatched off the street. No due process, no formal charges of anything, snatched off the street. Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video?
So are you saying?
Have you seen the video?
No, I don't care about a video.
Engage in the conversation. Then you don't know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. Are you saying Muhammad?
It's Mahmoud.
Khalil.
Mahmoud.
What his name is? Has he
I do.
You're
I
just
care.
disgusting. God, you're a
They're
filthy
fucking human
human.
beings.
And you got God in your bio?
He spoke to his lawyer at the same time he was being detained. He's already been to a court date.
I'm not
No,
talking about
no,
him.
no, Nasir, no, I'm going to mute you because you're being obnoxious. So what happened was during the arrest, he was approached by men in plain clothes.
Same with the
told that
lady.
He was being arrested while he was with his wife who was fucking pregnant. And during that time, Nasir, you interrupt me one more time. I swear to Christ, shut your mouth. So, not spreading misinformation. I saw the fucking video and I watched it several times.
Stop talking. You guys have no
Holy
self-control.
I mean,
So he was a-
you speak before, all you do is spread.
He's going to keep getting muted if he doesn't shut the fuck up. Thank you. So, when he was arrested.
Dude.
All right, I can't have a conversation with him. Who wants at him?
I'm going to show the video.
Because all you do is
No, shut up.
I've heard you speak.
Be quiet.
Yeah,
the
at
fuck
least he
is
thinks
wrong
about
with
me. I think
you?
That's kind of cute.
God, these guys have no self-control whatsoever. Like all this motherless behavior. Like no one taught them any fucking manners.
He literally was in court 3 days ago.
You literally need to shut up.
Anyway, they're not snatching people off.
I'm going to show you the video. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole.
Showing the
Please keep him muted. Please keep him muted while I am trying to pull up the video.
You can play a video, but then you're ignoring the part where he's spoken to his lawyer.
What part of keep him muted do you guys not understand? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you mods, but I'm sorry.
You're all good. So
I just like, God damn,
It's all
man.
good.
Shut up. I'm trying to bring up the damn video.
While you're bringing up the video,
Why don't you shut up? Told you, Trump supporters do not know what consent is. You tell them to be quiet or no, you can't speak, and I'm going to speak anyway.
you're acting as if he wasn't served. But he was.
I'm not talking about him. She was snatched off the street last week. Her, she, woman, girl. From plain clothes. They didn't identify themselves, nothing.
I've seen the video.
You just said you didn't. Oh. Right? No, I mentioned her first. Sorry, they always do stupid commercials. Shut up! Be quiet!
You have no self-control whatsoever. We can have a conversation. We're going to back and forth. But if you're just going to steal this whole conversation in this live, you're just not going to be here anymore. So go ahead and watch the video with us, and then we'll make a conversation.
Like I said, snatching people up off the street.
It's not illegal to detain people.
It's illegal to take them for simply practicing the First Amendment. Now, Trump predicted, he actually said during the campaign, yes or no, did Trump during the campaign talk about deporting people who protested for a free Palestine? Yes, he did.
He talked about deporting people.
Yes, he did. The simple answer is yes. That no, not for Hamas, for free Palestine. You are a fucking liar.
Not for free Palestine.
You are a fucking liar.
Terrorist activities.
You can't. Okay, I'm done.
He pardoned terrorists. Fuck you.
Yep.
So when
He pardoned domestic terrorists.
Fuck off.
Sometimes I wish they would just start it and we should get this fucking thing over with already.
Right?
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Like how? Now I know we. I could not wrap my mind around how the Holocaust could have happened. How they could have just sat by while they snatched people off the streets and out their homes. We're watching it, and people are up here making fucking excuses for it. This is disgusting.
Thank you for letting me in.
Okay, did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm only bringing up Trump supporters right now for about another half an hour. I hope you understand. It's just I have a formula I do every day, and I only bring up Trump supporters until 6 p.m. Eastern. I hope you understand. These are my co-hosts that I bring up from time to time, but I'm not bringing up. I don't want to stack it with and make it an echo chamber. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come up. It's just so gross. How can they? I don't.
This is how we ended up with Japanese internment camps.
Right, that's what Schiller did. He dehumanized the Jewish people, so that when they started doing atrocious things to them, people turned a blind eye. And that's exactly what he did with the immigrants. He's been dehumanizing them and calling them all these filthy words and language and stuff ever since he came down that fucking escalator. Every bit of his ire has been against immigrants. So when they started doing this horrific shit to them, people would turn a blind eye. And not only that, they're not turning a blind eye, they're coming up here and trying to spin it. They're coming up here trying to justify it. It's unconscionable to me.
We're living out the beginning of First They Came For.
Yes. It's just, I mean, I'm just sitting here with my face hanging open, but I'm just like,
Somebody said Nasir eats his pizza. I don't know why that made me laugh, but thank you for that.
if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I thought the internet, or like especially social media, came out like we would all be sharing information and we'd all be learning so much stuff, and humanity would be going forward so much better. And we can see how other people live and other countries live, and we have a better understanding of the world around us, and blah 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 blah. They're just dumber than dumb.
So much for that dream.
Exactly. I was proved wrong.
I was hopeful, and then we got this nightmare, so yay.
I honestly wish he would have just won back in 2020 and he'd be gone and we'd be rid of him. He had 4 years to get all the Heritage Foundation people together and have them put all their people in the row and cause this much destruction. It's so filthy gross. BA, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm in California.
What did you want to add?
you asked for the Trump supporters, so
Oh, okay.
you gotta come up.
So are you cool with are you like happy with how everything's going?
I mean, there's bumps in the road. I wish there was a little bit more transparency. But you know, of course, when you have to get so much done in such a little amount of time, I think there's going to be situations where that need to be corrected, and there's going to be mistakes made. You know, anytime you have a lot to do in a little bit of time.
What is that noise behind you?
My son decided back in another room. I apologize. He just stopped.
I mean, I wouldn't call snatching people off the road and kidnapping them and detaining them without any due process as a bump in the road.
Are you referring to the female that was the student?
Yes. I just played if you just got here, I just played the whole video, like for everybody to see. Because it's just plainclothes people that walk up, don't identify themselves as police officers, and just handcuff her and take her away. We are kidnapping women and men off the street.
I think that's a little bit too extreme. A little extreme. People get detained.
A little?
People get detained every day.
A little?
BA, are you a YT man?
What's that matter?
Well, it matters.
YT man, yes or no?
Why does that matter where I am?
Because it
I'm going
matters.
somewhere with this.
I'm a white woman. I don't have a problem saying that. Why do you have a problem saying what you are?
I just don't understand the point of the question where it's going.
I'll take you there, but you gotta work with me here a little bit. I'm brown. Are you a YT man?
I have no problem with you taking it there. Just make your point, sir.
Okay, RC Dubs, are you a white man?
I just know we're all equal, so that's why.
Sweet. We're not all equal motherfuckers, so here's the thing.
Why are you cursing that?
Here.
I'm being really respectful to you.
Because I'm super pissed off, because you come up here saying that there's some bumps in VA. Hold on a second, let me speak. So I'm really pissed off because you're saying that I don't care if I'm being disrespectful because I'm the one that has to look over my shoulder every single fucking day, VA. I'm the one that has to worry about even being on this app, expressing my feelings and my thoughts on the current administration because I'm worried that I'm going to get picked up and just whisked away by an ICE agent, even though I am a U.S. citizen. I have brown skin. Unfortunately, that doesn't protect me from anything. And in fact, it makes my situation a hell of a lot worse, especially since I live in Florida and I'm next to one of the detention centers that they're currently using to detain these people illegally and not give them any due process, BA. So again, when I ask you what your skin color is to determine, do you have the same fears that I do? Because I severely doubt that you do.
So you're assuming.
He's only assuming because you won't answer the question. He asked you.
So how is it?
I asked the question. You refused to answer it.
Okay, so I'm a motherfucker because of that?
Yes, because you voted for Trump. You voted for this shit.
So why would you want Trump to? Oh, it's disrespect him. Okay, that's why you bring it up here.
No, we wanted to ask you a question to see if you'd be honest with what's actually happening.
I didn't get the conversation with you before you interrupted.
You got triggered because we asked if
I
you
did
were white.
not get triggered, sir.
Are you a white man? Are
It's
you a
irrelevant.
white
It's
man?
irrelevant.
Turn your camera on.
It's about experience. It's about what you've experienced in this country. For example, do you think white privilege exists? Do you think white privilege exists?
Why do you keep muting my mic?
My mods are because you won't be quiet.
Do you think white privilege exists?
You guys are a joke.
See,
Just
this is you
so
being
you ran away.
fragile.
Yep. That's what it is.
Go read White Fragility and come back.
Hey, RC Dubs, why don't you ask me the same question?
Hey, JD, are you stupid? Oh, wait, you're a Trump supporter who believes idiotic conspiracies. JD, why don't you come on up?
Hey, Diava, are you YT?
Why are these people
Yes.
always making up bullshit about me? I swear to God.
And you were a beautiful YT woman. I
Thank
love
you. I love you back. And yes, white privilege exists as well. That would be a yes.
Swear to God.
It's not hard to answer.
It's a new one. JD has
It's because
that's like the fourth conspiracy about it.
It's because they know that once we start asking those questions, especially from a brown person, they know that they're going to get cornered.
I was going to ask him if he sees color next.
Because that's what my mom will tell you, RC Dub.
I don't see color.
My mom says that all the time. She's like, well, I raised you not to see color. I'm like, I know. But it's important that you do. Because guess what? I did the work to become anti-racist, and you, ma'am, are still. Just saying.
Hold on, I'm not trying to make this about me. You have what of me admitting what on tape? Show me the receipts and tag me in it, because you guys are fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. You can't handle my message. You can't handle facts, so you try to make it. It's the same thing they've always done. Shoot the messenger, right? Or sorry, pew the messenger.
If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up.
And I don't regret saying that motherfucker at all. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I have you on.
I did too. It felt good.
Who's JD?
That's the one that was saying they have some sort of whatever. I don't know. Fuck knows. I'm tired. They just.
I think the reason why they're so emotional and they're so like rabid when they come up here and they just crash out all the time. I think that a lot of these people, especially these men, have emotional connection to him. Like they feel like they have to defend him as if they're defending themselves or their family. Like they're like have almost made him part of their personality. And so they
All right,
just
I'm gonna
crash.
go get lunch with my wife. I'll see you guys later.
All right, have fun.
Bye.
I didn't get to say bye. Bye, RC.
It's just it's wild the hold that I mean they come up like they're defending their wife. I mean I don't think they probably even defend their wife as arduously as they argue for him.
If Trump had a vagina, they would not even defend him. They won't even speak up for him. That's the thing. If this was a woman representing them in the same way, they would not back her up.
Yep. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Come on out. Don't be a chicken. Hey, Gen X, I have to run to the restroom real quick. Could you just do a brief commercial? All right. Thank you, hon.
Hey, everybody, we got 657 people in here. Do me a favor and keep patting the screen. We can't say the other word, but you know what I mean. Make those hearts fly. I appreciate all of you. We're at 86,000. Let's try and get up to, I know you guys can do it because we have enough people in here. Let's get up to 150,000. I know it's a lofty goal, but we do this every single day and we support her every single day. Also, do me a favor, hit that little gold heart up next to her name. It costs a penny and it makes you part of her team and it pushes us out. Wow. Words. It pushes us out to the algorithm, and also make sure that you are gifting her and her panel, and also make sure to share out the live, share it to friends, family, other MAGA, and also she has her Venmo and Cash App in her bio. She is crowdfunded, so anything that you can donate, it's never expected but always appreciated. It always helps her and keeps her here every single day, especially since she's doing all the reading and the research to be able to bring you facts, data, and information that denounces everything that the Trump administration is doing and all the misinformation, disinformation that they're putting out there. So we appreciate you so very, very much. She can't do this without you guys, and you guys support my friend, and I love you guys for doing this. So thank you so much for being here every single day.
Thank you, lovely.
You're very welcome.
Oh. Maybe she should get a real job because she ain't putting out shit. Come on up, Rich. Come talk to me, boo.
Black anime goddess, that is one hell of a way to put that. Oh my god.
Come on up, Rich. Come tell me about my fake job. Come on, Rich. Come on, boy. You can do it. Come on. Aw, Rich is
He's a good boy, Rich.
He's a good boy. He's a good
boy,
boy.
Rich. Rich is a good boy. Come on, Rich.
How big a boy are ya? Come on, Rich. Come on. You can do it.
Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, Rich.
User bunch of numbers. Did you vote for Trump? Looks like a tapping error, probably. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Divide you all or so bad.
Out in the chat. I love that.
Oh, that makes me just absolutely crack up. Jerry, could you come up here if you're opposition? I invited you. If you're not a Trump supporter, then you can just deny it. But if you are, come up here. I wanted to ask you something. I didn't quite understand your comment. You want to talk about Hillary's emails? If I ever hear a motherfucking word about Hillary's emails after they put out fucking war plans on Signal, I don't want to hear it. I guess Rich just wanted to be a keyboard abuser.
Yeah, the whataboutism and the false equivalencies are just so wild to me.
They're like, well, Hillary Clinton. I'm like, yeah, she was getting like wedding shit for her daughter's wedding sent like to her email server and like yoga appointments. Not exactly where war planes are going to be striking. Iris, thank you for subscribing. Iris, thank you for subscribing. When they're going to hit the first round, second round, third, I'm like, they're like, that's not war plans. I'm like, oh, okay. Just utter delusion.
That other one is where they're talking about Joe Biden violating the Constitution. And
the Constitution, like student loans.
Yeah,
that's not in the Constitution.
Yeah, he wanted to actually help people. Oh my God, he wanted to have people get educations. I'm clutching my pearls. Like, seriously.
Or, snatching people off the street. Definitely the same thing.
Absolutely, 100%.
Have student loan forgiveness. Sure.
And with every student loan forgiveness, you get a free abduction.
That's why I'm like, student loans aren't in the Constitution, so you can miss me on that bull. We throw millions of dollars. I have this background today, too. I might just stick this up for a minute just so I can talk about it. We have social welfare problems cost approximately $59 billion, right? Corporate subsidies are about $92 billion a year. Who's the real welfare recipients? I say we cut some of the corporate subsidies. You guys don't mind corporates getting subsidies, but Joe Biden wants to give student loan forgiveness. Oh my God. How unconstitutional.
Sounds terrible. Don't give these libs nothing. I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Right. Didn't taste good, did it?
I know. The sauce in my mouth tastes like metal still.
I know. It is hard.
I do have a question for you. Since we're waiting for opposition, and it's something I've talked about in other lives. Who would be your dream ticket for the 2028 election? Doesn't matter if they're in office, whoever it is, who would be your team president, vice president ticket?
Well, does that depend? Does Donald Trump get a third crack?
No.
Okay. I was going to say Obama Harris if he had a third crack at it. Oh. Jasmine Crockett and AOC.
Mine was Jon Stewart and Jasmine Crockett.
Jon Stewart, Jasmine Crockett, yeah.
Oh, I got to drop down for a second. My wife's giving me a call. I'll be back.
Okay, go ahead.
Bye.
I love Pete Buttigieg, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of homophobic people in this country, too. As much as there, I mean, maybe not as many racists there, but I'm not sure if we need a fighter. We need a scrapper. The whole moderate Democrat bullshit ain't flying anymore. I would have 100% before the last few months, I would have said Newsom. But he's playing footsies with the right side. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yes, people want change in this country. We do. Oh, yeah, I can put that picture back up. If you want to help support my live, I do have my Cash App and Venmo. It's Diavatalks right there if you want to help support my live. I think Val was in Mishi's live earlier. Jem was here yesterday or the day before, but she didn't come up on the panel. She was just in the comment section. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Someone with a working brain and common sense, right? People who wouldn't snatch people off the streets and disappear them. That would be nice too. Grow a backbone, start fighting. Communist 845 or whatever it is. Are you a Trump supporter? It's almost friendly time, so I have a ton of friendlies. So I don't know who's friendly and who's not. No, not Trump. Okay. I am looking for Trump supporters, and Trump supporters only right this second for about 6 more minutes, and then I will be bringing up friendlies. I do like Chris Murphy too. Raymond, you're a Trump supporter? No, you're friendly, aren't you? Oh, okay. Nope, I didn't mean to bring this one up. You'll have to re-request. I didn't mean to bring you up. I know you changed your name, but I know you're a friendly and you always come up here and lie to me and tell me that you voted for Trump just to have financial talks, but I don't like it. No, he's not. Troglodyte is not. He just changed his name. Raymond, you're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am, Diava. Thank you.
Oh, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
Michigan 60s. I've talked to you before. You're a good lady.
Okay. So are you happy with all the kidnapping people off the streets and just disappearing them and nobody knows where they are?
Well, that could be difficult, but actually, did you listen to what Mark Rubio said?
No, don't care.
I know. You know, it's a tough thing. Remember in Washington last year when they had all those protests and they were, spray painting the monuments and putting the
okay, but that's different. That's different. Destruction of property is a crime. You can't do that. The people who destroyed any of the monuments or spray painted monuments or anything like that, they should be arrested for vandalism. But the people that are out there protesting, just because they're protesting for Palestine, for the Palestinian people, against them being G-sided, that is First Amendment protection. They're allowed to do that. The people that did any type of violence or vandalism should be arrested, 100%. None of these people have been charged with that, or even suspected, or even been told that that's what they were doing. The young lady that was picked up from Tufts University the other day wrote an op-ed in a school newspaper a year ago about her support for the Palestinian people. Marco Rubio is now taking back their green cards and deporting them as being here illegally. Okay? That's not okay either. These people have not done anything and they haven't had due process. They haven't been through a court of law to give information, or the government has provided no documentation that these people are support T groups, or are part of T groups, or part of gang members. Even all the people they sent to El Salvador, the government has not revealed a single shred of evidence on any one of those people that they were actually members of gangs. We have due process in this country. This is unconstitutional and it is unlawful and it is shameful, because we have turned into 1930s Germany if you're just snatching people off the street with no due process.
So they're saying the gentleman with the pregnant wife who got snatched, when he was protesting, they weren't letting kids go to class, stuff like that. But when you're on a green card, your rights are not. The State Department has the right to just get rid of you. That's the problem.
Well, when you have a rogue State Department, when you have a head of the State Department, when you have a rogue person that thinks they can just undo it for anybody, therein lies the problem, Raymond. They don't get to just snatch it back, their green card, for no reason. And they do have rights in this country. If you are subject,
I'm agreeing with you.
Yes, but
in this climate, you do something like that, they can pull the green card.
No, they can't. They are afforded due process. He can't just say, I think they're part of supporting Hamas, H group, so I'm just going to pull their green card. No, there is due process. They have to be taken to court. The government needs to show how they're tied to the H group. They need to say how they were supporting it.
Do we know the status of the gentleman? Like what the status is so far right now today?
No, I don't have any fucking clue today. That's not the point. I'm talking about the woman, more importantly, that literally was walking and on the sidewalk getting ready to enter her building to go home, and they walk up in plain clothes, don't identify themselves. People are yelling out the window, "Are you police? Who are you?"
A little more than that, Diava.
No, I know it's on video. You can watch it.
It's on video. But what has she done in the past? It was more than the op-ed.
No. That you have to have proof. You're like, I think. She had to have done something else in the past, I think. No, she did nothing. She's had no record, no criminal history, no nothing.
Well, we have no information on her, so how do we know what there is on her?
Right.
That's until they release it.
Daniel, thank you for subscribing. Then why was she kidnapped off the street, thrown into an unmarked SUV, and sent to Louisiana? She was in Massachusetts.
That's probably where they keep them, down in Louisiana.
God, you're disgusting.
Well, I mean, you're on it. I mean, they're brown, so you gotta make sure you take care of these people when you get them. So you throw them down in Louisiana, and you don't give them due process because they might do something criminal while you're waiting for them to go to trial. They might run because these people, they run. So thank you, Raymond, for standing up for the white people. What's wrong with white people? What's wrong with black people? What's wrong with brown people? What's wrong with Indian people? Nothing. They shouldn't get due process if they're from another country. I'm not talking about the white people that come from Ukraine. I'm talking about the white people in this country. She's gonna get due process. It just might be not what you want. What do you mean she's gonna get due process? Why was she processed in the first place? Why was she processed in the first place? Because I believe she was just like the January 6th guy that wasn't even there, got 22 years for planning it. She was what was the plan? What was the plan?
This is incredibly insane.
Are you mocking me for my accent? Right, Raymond, what was the plan? Plan is you gotta toe the line now. You can't be saying line? What's that line? You gotta toe the Trump line. Oh, you gotta trump the Trump line.
Oh, the fascist dictator. Got it. That's it.
Law? The Trump train?
That was really disgusting, Raymond, what you said.
You think it was all right when he told the Jewish kids? He's a good guy, though. He was yelling at the Jewish kids, wouldn't let them go to class, calling racist. Is that all right? Guess what? The Triple K.
Freedom of speech.
The Triple K gets to walk down the street doing SIG and the other thing. They get to do that. That's terrible. But this, you know what? They don't go to jail for it. You know what? It's called free speech. So thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Fang. Thank you, Raymond, for understanding. Free speech only works for the Triple K. Who's the Triple K? The people that go and they yell the mean things about the Jewish people. Only they get to do it because it's only free speech for the Triple K. You guys saw the rallies. They were saw the rallies. I seen the rallies on the day that was Unite the Right, too. And they said all kinds of mean things about all kinds of people. Were they harassing the Jewish students? They actually pew-pewed at people, yeah. And they actually pushed back against the police officers with barricades. And they made sure that they attacked people in the streets. Did you know that a lady named Heather Heyer got ran down by a car? And the people like yourself would say she shouldn't have been in the road. Isn't that true?
I muted him because all he cares about, obviously in this whole conversation, all he cares about is that at Columbia University, some Jewish kids felt intimidated by the protesters and they couldn't get to class.
That is a bridge too far. The Jewish kids are more important than a protest. They couldn't get to class. That means that's harassment. That means they should go to jail. Wait a minute. They didn't get charged with that. Why didn't they get charged with that?
Because they weren't doing it.
That's right.
They weren't harassing the students. Just because they were out there protesting doesn't mean they were harassing the students. And even if they were saying with their mouth, we have freedom of speech. They're allowed to protest. They are covered by the First Amendment.
That's right. And Raymond, I'm like a parrot. When I hear this kind of mantra, I just have to say it the way you say it. It's hard not to. There was more than just an op-ed piece. What did she do?
Then what else?
Well, we don't know yet, but we're going to find out. You don't know.
Then you made a positive claim and you don't know. So you can't say she did more than that.
Well, then she'll probably...
Then you have to point me to a source that tells what she did.
Why would she say it in the first place?
They didn't tell her either.
I think she wrote the op-ed in February, by the way, not last year. But I might you see that?
Who cares? When she wrote it.
You see that information. You're making claims again.
one person read something and can probably show where it was.
Well, you guys don't have information either. You're just saying she's innocent. You don't know.
I didn't say she was innocent. I said, why is she being detained?
They didn't tell her either.
And once you're done with school, you have to leave the country early. She's just leaving a little earlier.
Wow, that means it's against the law.
Well, let's see the judge. Hey, we'll see. Hey,
The judge already stopped it. The judge already stopped it. That's not the point. The point is not whether the judge stopped it and said that there has to be a court order before they can do it and all that. That's not the point. The point is they're snatching people off the street without due process.
And they had police badges around their necks, by the way.
That goes against the First Amendment rights.
Well, you don't know what she did.
I do.
We have to trust our government.
No, we don't.
Not this government. Fuck no.
I don't have to trust any government. I don't have to trust Joe Biden's government. I don't have to trust Trump's government. I don't have to trust any of it. I have to have my constitutional rights followed.
So this is all we
Okay,
got.
here we go. Hold on. Her it's okay. It says her attorneys, which include lawyers from the ACLU, have said that the arrest appeared to have been retaliation for an opinion piece that she and 3 other students co-wrote for the student newspaper last year, advocating that the university acknowledge the Palestinian genocide.
Yeah, you're on a green visa. You're gonna have to. You can't do it, I guess.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Well, she's sitting it down right now, so I guess you can't.
Yes, well, not in Trump's America, because he's a fucking fascist dictator.
Yeah, there was a thing. It was called the Red Scare. That was wrong too. But guess what? They did it. It was wrong. But we made sure we rectified that situation. So guess what? You're wrong to support it.
Why can't you just admit that what they're doing is fucked up, man? You understand that all of this dehumanization that Donald Trump has been doing about immigrants ever since he came down the fucking escalator in 2015 by just constantly hammering about immigrants, they're coming to unalive you and grape you, and they're the worst, they're crazy. They've been doing this. He's been doing this for almost 10 years. He's been doing this. This is exactly the same thing that Hitler did to the Jewish people in the 1930s. If you dehumanize them, when they start to do mean and bad things to them, people turn a blind eye because they think they deserve it. This is no different. And why you can't see the parallel is because I don't think you want to, because that would really mean that you fucked up. And you don't have the integrity to admit to yourself that you probably just really, really fucked up. Because that's exactly what they did in 1930s Germany to the Jewish people. The exact same thing. You dehumanize them over and over and over and over. So when deplorable things start happening to them, people turn a blind eye because they think they deserve it. And just like you are with immigrants.
You know, but the problem is when they arrested all those protesters in Washington, face and everything, they were out for 2 days. They didn't even get charges.
That doesn't matter. It's violating the rule of law.
But you can't be violently protesting on campus and then setting up tents and not letting students.
Sure you can. Who said you can't put a tent? Who said?
And all those tents.
No. You're missing the whole fucking point. I just told you the direct parallel of what is happening right now, and you went back to the fucking tents on the college campus.
The Smittler thing is so stupid. He's not Smittler, okay? Get over that.
He's doing the same playbook. He's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, history might not repeat itself, but it sure rhymes when you pay attention.
No, and that would be unfortunate. Those people on the plane, maybe 2 of those people, 3 of those people didn't do anything. Well, that has to be fixed, and that's wrong. But 99% of those people are...
How do you know? There has not been a single document or a single, because you're innocent until you're proven guilty. The government has not produced a single shred of evidence that they've done anything.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're not legal, so they're gone.
That was not a correct
You are
statement.
so fucking disgusting, and I will never talk to you again because I'm blocking you because you're an inhumane piece of shit. Get the fuck off my live.
You're a terrible person.
God.
To speak to you today. Hello, Diava. That's the only way I can get through speaking to people like that is the entire time to give them back the exact way that they sound, because I can't anymore. Like, I'm supposed to talk to you like you're a normal person? No. You're not normal. You're a caricature of a human being. You don't care about people. Why should I care about your feelings?
Like I am struggling. I am on the struggle bus. I have to tell you, as someone who's an empath, I am on the motherfucking struggle bus.
Yep.
Because I cannot understand the utter inhumanity. Like, when did we stop caring about human beings?
That is why it's very similar to Schindler. Because if you ever watched anything that ever hit you like right smack in the face, it's a little kid standing in Schindler's List yelling, "Goodbye, JEWS. Goodbye." It's because that kid was shown that that was the mentality of the time, and to go with it. And that's what these people do, is they wave as they see atrocities happening right around them. Just like he said, it makes sense, doesn't it? That would be how you treat these people. Because, 1%. So 1% of people, you didn't look in a file that said they legally are supposed to be here, have not committed a crime, have no reason to be detained at any point in time. So that's the amount of accountability that a government organization should have. You didn't even check to see if they belong in the country.
I'm just shut up. I struggle with I struggle with doing this every day. And they just seem to get worse and worse and more depraved and so disgusting that they talk about human beings as if they're just disposable. They're like, they didn't belong here anyway, so they're gone. Like, what? I mean, and I'm right back. I am right back to my thought that there's the only people left that are MAGA, that are like diehard, spinning this shit every day, saying all this is normal. Yeah, get them out of here. Are sociopaths, borderline psychopaths. Because nobody that has a feeling human heart or an ounce of shred of empathy for anybody, they have to be sociopaths. And so now I'm just going to look at every single person that is a Trump supporter that is a sociopath. And I'm going to treat them as such.
That's a safe bet.
It's just so... takes the wind out of your sails, man.
Some days. But
today, man, I'm just like, God damn.
Not to brag, but I have to. My wife took me up to Orlando, and we went and saw Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
When were they here?
Huh?
When were they here?
Saturday.
Oh, I live in the Orlando area. Yeah, if you ever come back up, let me know.
I will. Yeah,
Maybe we'll meet up and grab a drink or.
absolutely.
Was that fun?
It was so much fun.
I love those two ladies anyway. Oh my God. They are so fucking funny.
And I forgot the young lady name that opened up, but she is an Indian woman who does content on here and on Instagram, and she opened for them, and she was hilarious. And so yeah, it was a fun night and a good weekend, and so I was recharged, and so just for the moment.
Pinky Patel. Everyone's saying her name is Pinky Patel.
Yeah. Oh, you got somebody.
Well, awesome. I'm so glad you. So I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you.
I love stand-up comedy anyway. I love to laugh. I think is it Black Anime Goddess? Yeah, Black Anime Goddess.
Of course.
Hello, lovely.
I am doing fine. How are you, Diava?
On the struggle bus right now. I'm struggling.
We're all on the struggle bus. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That was...
Like, how do you get someone to see humanity if they don't see it?
I don't know.
I'm struggling because I am such a empath. It literally physically hurts when I sit here and I do this, or because it's like I physically feel this heavy. I don't know what it is, but it's physical pain. It actually hurts. I can't understand it.
I definitely feel you, and like I always fear because like as first gen born here, family of immigrants, I fear for all of them. You know, it's just like I fear for them. I really do, because like if they get shipped back to back home or whatnot, I'm like, what is going to happen? I pray that nothing happens to them. I pray that it's too much. It's really too much. It's really too much.
I'm sorry. I know that's.
I know.
I mean, I worry about it on a different scale. Both of my kids were born here. Both my two adult kids were born here. They're U.S. born citizens, but they are also half Mexican, and they have darker skin. I just don't want them to get caught up and have ICE try to, snatch up my son or my daughter, because it doesn't seem to matter. You don't even have a chance to prove that you aren't a citizen before they snatch you up.
Not at all. And it's not going to stop there either, because
I know.
he's going to go after, like it's like almost going down like the color shade.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen, and I fear for that. Like he's going to come after us. Like I'm scared. I'm honestly scared.
His rhetoric lately has been how Democrats are mentally ill because they don't support him. Democrats remember he said we were the enemy of within. He's using that language because he's going to be coming after Democrats next. Because if he makes it like we're crazy, he's doing the same thing that he did about immigrants, transgender, LGBTQ, but now he's drilling down to the Democrats. He's like, Democrats are mentally unwell, they're mentally unstable, all of those things, because they're coming for everybody.
Has he looked at himself in the mirror? Does he not have? Did they take away all the mirrors at the White House? I'm just curious. did they? I'm legitimately concerned. I mean, did they take away all the mirrors? Like, I don't know.
Hopefully he doesn't make it much longer. However, JD Vance is in the pocket of Project 2025, so he might not be as vitriolic maybe as Trump, but then the Christian nationalist agenda will take off in spades.
pretty sure his first executive orders will be having all of the couches and love seats in his office. I won't be surprised.
I give him a couch if he keeps him busy.
I know, they're the only times he's ever out is, like say, hey, look, Vance, we need you to come do this. Get out of the basement, wipe the cum off of you, and come on, you gotta do something. Like, listen, I don't know, TikTok. I love the TikTok shop. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's Monday. Whatever.
Jennifer, I agree. I love that Greenland kicked them out too. I love that JD and Usha Vance went to Greenland and they did that stunt. He's like, the Denmark doesn't treat the people well here. They're not doing enough for these people. I'm like, sir, they have universal health care and we don't. The fuck?
They were fine. They were minding their own business until Trump decided to open up his pale freaking lips and say something.
He reminded me, Mr. Vance reminded me that they actually get 1 year of maternity leave and paternity leave. They wanted to split it 6 months each for each parent. That they could do it that way.
And not only that, I love that they wanted to go to some of the events. They literally said they knocked door to door to see if anybody wanted to host them, and not a single person would host them. And they got on the plane and flew back.
I love that for them. The last thing that I wanted to say before I, get off here is I need reparations from Gen F leftists because he traumatized me with that visual of imagine if Donald J. Trump had a glitter biscuit. I need reparations from him. That was not what I needed. I have enough trauma to imagine Donald Trump with a set of vaginal lips down there. I don't need that. That was not what I needed for 2025. No problems having him in the office, and now I have to imagine him having a freaking no. I need reparations.
Oh my God.
That was not on my 2025 bingo card. I didn't need that nightmare. That is literally a nightmare demon.
That's blinding information.
Yes. I need reparations.
Oh, I love you.
That was a hate crime.
Yes.
A black crime. I need reparations immediately. I feel traumatized.
Oh, where did Fang go? Oh,
he probably left because of that.
Well,
he probably needed to go and go into a corner and
bleach his eyeballs out.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
God.
stuck with that for the rest of this year. I didn't need that visual in my head, and now it's stuck with me, and it might live rent free forever.
Oh my God,
I have
that's
to
so
get
funny.
extra therapy for that.
That's so
I
funny.
don't feel safe now.
Thanks for coming up, Black Anime. I love you.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, love. Bye. Oh my God, that was funny. Scarred for life, huh? You. Holy moly, there's a lot of people waiting to come up. Relic, all right. How you doing?
Good, I'm good. We got some crazy people that come up in here.
Dude, I get the crazies. I get the misogynists too. I get a lot of men because I think they think they can come in here and be like, show this woman, teach this woman a thing or two. So I get all the misogynists.
Of course, it's the internet. They think they can hide behind their little profile photos and say whatever they want to say because it's the internet. Oh my God, you're not going to say anything. Well, guess what?
Excuse me. What'd you want to say?
Did you see the news article over the weekend of
Georgia and the 24-year-old woman
Yes.
who had a miscarriage and she's now being charged.
Yep.
I never want to see a MAGA person say that nobody lost their rights again.
She was found unconscious on the floor, bleeding out, and they charged her.
And she did nothing to cause the miscarriage. It was a medical miscarriage. It just happened. And because...
Which 1 in 3 pregnancies do.
Yep. And now she's facing, like, serious charges. And that's fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. To any of your guests that have came up today and said that nobody's losing their rights, well, guess what? Women just did.
Yep.
You can drop me down, though.
Thank you, Relic. I appreciate it. But yeah. Yeah. So gross. What rights has women? What rights have women lost? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Is it Felicity? Felicia. There we go. On the screen, it only tells me part. I can see MBWFEL.
It happens. I actually just came on because I was reading something when you guys were talking about 1930s Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And this is super scary. 3 Yale professors who are known for advocating for democracy and opposing fascism have left the U.S. to seek elsewhere to teach freely without fear of political interference.
Yep. You know when the people that... That's our cue, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought there would be a time where
you had to escape the United States.
Yeah, it's terrifying, and it's sad that there's still some of these people out there who 4 years ago or 6 years ago they were like, "Ooh, the Constitution," and now they're like, "We don't need that."
They don't care.
It's this dramatic shift in their brain. It's amazing when they say we're not in a cult, but yet at the same time you're sitting here now after, Donald Trump's trying to, dismantle the Constitution, and you're like, yeah, that seems normal.
Yeah, we need to get the illegals out of here. So yeah, why not? So violate the Constitution? Yeah, whatever it takes. I'm like, so you don't care about the Constitution? Yeah, I do. Oh my God. No, you don't.
And then, no, they don't. And then they, and now Iran is mad at us.
Well, who's not? It'd be easier to say who's not. Russia.
Oh no, Russia I think is mad at us now.
Oh, that's right, because Donald Trump said that Putin pissed him off, so now he's mad again.
Yeah,
so he's pissing off our allies and our adversaries. Guess that's just great.
Maybe North Korea likes us. I don't know. I know he likes North Korea, but it's my goodness.
What a shit show.
It is, people are like, we got what we voted for. I was like, what, a circus?
Well, elect a clown, expect a circus, right?
Yeah, and it's just so sad that there are people out there who are seeing what he's doing and just going, I'm okay with this.
I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't.
Like you said, they have to be psychotic.
Yeah. No other word for it.
That really isn't all I came up to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of your night. Appreciate you. This is nuts. I know no one's coming to save us, but what the hell are we supposed to do? What do we do? How do we get rid of this fucker? Oh,
Hi,
sorry.
Diana.
Hi, Rainbow. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to say that
you know, I'm in Florida too, just like you are, and specifically, my friends and my family are actually Trump supporters, and they are starting to, you know, get the find out part of find out or fuck around and find out.
Okay.
Because they're actually worried about all these tariffs, and I've actually had Trump supporting friends and family be like, I don't like what Trump's doing. This is ridiculous. And yeah, so there's actually Trump supporters changing their minds.
Nice. A little too late, but
A little too late, but they're coming around. They're starting to realize.
hey, well, we need them for the midterm, so.
Yeah, definitely. Like my own father, who's like was a diehard Trump supporter, like texted me the other day and was like, "These tariffs are going to screw us. We need to stock up now while everything is cheap."
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, you don't say.
No kidding. I kind of sat there and laughed for 5 minutes and went, "Really?" I tried to tell you when we were talking politics, but no, Harris was bad.
She was going to get us into World War III. Look who's getting us into fucking World War III.
Oh, yeah.
No new wars. No new wars under Trump, except for he's starting to start one. He said he would, over the weekend, he would not rule out military action to take Greenland. He's like, by any means necessary. What?
Exactly. And I just want to comment on the whole getting rid of IEPs in school. My child is autistic and relied on an IEP. And let me tell you, if they get rid of that in the Department of Education, it's going to be really bad for a lot of kids.
Well, there's already some schools. I've seen some news stories where there's some schools that are not admitting kids with IEPs to their schools.
Yeah, I think I saw a story. It was like Ohio or something like that.
Ohio, yeah.
7th and 8th graders with IEPs to like leave the district.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to come up and say that there are some Trump supporters who are changing their minds and starting to realize, and they're in the find out of the fuck around and find out phase.
Well, and they won't care until it affects them personally, and then they're going to care. So unfortunately, they're not going to mind that other people are getting hurt as long as it's not them. The moment it comes to their door, oh, they're going to be pissed off. And they're going to be like, "Oh my God, what happened? Why is this happening to me? Or why is this happening to my kid?" Oh, you were perfectly fine as long as it was happening to someone else's kid, though, weren't you?
For sure. All right, I'm going to hop off here, but you have a good night.
Thank you,
and
hon.
don't listen to those nasty Trump supporters.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It gets hard, as you guys know. It's really hard for me some days, and today was one of them. Just because the inhumanity is what gets me. I mean, it gets me so hard, like so hard. Let me bring it up. Yes, midterm elections are here in Florida tomorrow for District 1 and District 6. Hopefully, Democrats show up, show out. Evelyn, how are you? All right. I'm guessing that might have been a tapping error. So if you, let's see, let me go on to, I got plenty of people waiting. Straw, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. And if I may say, Diva,
Yeah.
the Raymond, the guy that you and Fang were dealing with, y'all ate him up. Left no crumbs.
Thank you.
As hard as it may be, but y'all did absolutely spectacular. As hard as it is to deal with folks like that, and I give you so much praise for that.
Thank you. It's so hard.
It is.
It's so hard to wrap my mind around.
You have that lovely mixture of the patience of a saint, but the mouth of a sailor.
Oh, yes, that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
But yeah, I just wanted to give.
Boy, did you nail that?
Yeah, I just wanted to give that. I just wanted to give that compliment to
Thank you
what
so
you
much.
guys do to keep up the fight. Good luck in Florida tomorrow with the midterms.
I hope we can take those 2 seats.
I'm keeping it. It's like I'm keeping the thoughts in it.
Manifest it.
And just hoping just that little shred of hope that we can actually do that, because I've learned over the years that like especially when I was younger, I really got caught up into the whole things like, oh, we don't talk about politics, we don't do this or we don't do that, and I'm like, no, I'm regretting doing that because that's what messed us up and got us into this mess to start with.
Yep. And you know what? And I my parents were the same way. That I'm Gen X, so I don't know if you are, but we were raised, you just don't talk about politics or religion. And I'm like, no, you need to talk politics. I talk politics to my kids all the time. My kids, well, probably because they've listened to my lives many, many times too, but they could probably come up here and school some of these Trumpers. I think it's 100%. They need to be involved in politics. They need to know what's happening, because every single policy decision affects your life directly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And even if it doesn't at the moment currently fully affect
it will.
your life,
Yes.
you should still have the empathy, even if it affects you, even if it doesn't affect you, because you should have the empathy to know that it affects other people, which is something that I have learned over the years especially, and again, I learned this when I moved out of my parents' place, because struggling college student, because I chose a career path and that fell through, so I had to choose something else to be able to do that. And I moved out when I was 25, and after that, it slowly built up more to where I was seeing the world more than what I had seen from when I was a wee one. I'm going to be 38 this month, so. But, and again, I work in the construction industry, so there's a lot of times where I still deal with a lot of people who are much older than me, who are just like, they always do this like, oh, well, you're too young to understand that, I heard that all my life. Is like, oh, you'll be this once you get older. It's like, no, forget that. There's a lot of people who are younger than me that are freaking smart as hell, especially even people who become economics majors who are like, okay, you're on your way, young one. Good on you. Keep it up.
Right.
And I'm all for this. And it's just more and more. That's why as much as a lot of people like to bash social media, I see it as a double-edged sword.
I do too.
Because it's both good because it connects people, especially when it goes towards expanding it out towards the entire world when it comes to a lot of this. So
I agree.
So it's just like, that's why, whereas like a lot of people like to bash social media, and I do see the validations why, but I also see a lot of the good for it. So we just have to keep fighting and keep going on and keep just trying to get through all of this. And before I leave, I'll leave this as a message, as because it is Day of
Visibility.
Thank you, as a day of visibility. We see you, we hear you,
and we love you.
Celebrate you.
And we love you.
Exactly, always. And to quote Walter White from Breaking Bad, you're goddamn right.
That's right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Exactly. You can go ahead and drop me. Have a wonderful day, you guys.
You too. Thank you so much. Yes. 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 Everyone except for MAGA has a safe place here on my live. It is not a safe place for you if you're a Trump supporter, though. Hey, Brighton, how are you?
I'm good. I've been looking forward to come up. I ain't been up in a while.
I know.
You doing okay?
Yeah. Davey,
how you doing, y'all?
Davey, yes.
I don't know how you do it.
I know. I struggle a lot.
I mean, the stress factor has got to be through the roof. I just
It
don't
is.
know if I could do it. See, I used to do a podcast about 2 years ago, and I did the podcast for 2 years, but it wasn't political. It was about the paranormal and the occult. So this is new territory for me.
Yes.
So I do have experience in engaging with people, but not to your level. You're incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you saying that.
I could do it. I don't know if I would have the confidence or the quickness of mind to do what you do.
Thank you. It's not as it looks easy. Like it looks easy. You know, like, oh, how hard is it to sit behind, you know, and sit and argue with people like, oh, like you don't have a real job, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, actually, I have to do a lot of studying, I have to do a lot of reading. I have to look up, I have to check out every executive order that comes out, every policy, everything that goes to the House or Senate, so that I can be able to talk about it. So I do a ton of research, even though I'm only on here from 4 to 7. I'm doing other stuff too, trying to stay up on everything. And then I have to pull it out of my brain as they pivot from topic to topic. It's not as easy as it looks. So I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Because it's really not.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I used to do the podcast, you know, I'd have to do my homework too, so I could stay on top of each guest that I have coming. I
Exactly.
can't imagine. I mean, you are drenched in this shit.
I am. I am.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go so you can get other
Thank
folks up
you.
there. I love you. And
Thank you
for what you do.
And thank you for the kind words. I need that reassurance every once in a while, even though I know I know what I'm doing makes a difference. But, you know, on hard days and on, you know, emotional days, and, you know, I have other stuff going. I have a real life too. So, you know, even if I'm having a shitty day or things are going wrong with, you know, my kids have driven me crazy, you know, whatever it is, I have to like get my mindset right. And I come every day. So I appreciate that you see and appreciate that it's not as easy as what people think it is.
No, it's not, but you make it look seamless. So
thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a great rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh my word, the dog wants to go out and I can't. I either have to just go. Okay, hold on. Mitria, can you come up for just a second? I know you might be getting ready for your show, but if you could do a quick commercial. I have to take the dog out. Nobody else is stepping up to take the dog out. So he's just going to keep sitting here barking at me. Oh, Mike, you can't. Okay. Oh, Mike, you're already in the box. Good. Even better. Hey, yeah, I just had to run.
Okay.
I just gotta go run and take the dog out really quick. Hopefully he's quick, but
I'll do the commercial for you.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Hey everyone. Let's get Diava up to how about let's just go for 200,000 and be adventurous. Can we do that in 20 minutes? I think we can. Let's just keep tapping. Also, you want to go ahead and just, you know, keep sending any gifts that you like to send. And she has her Venmo and her bio and all her other cash apps. So keep on. We all love Diava for sure. Hello, Golden. How's everybody's day today? Are you doing good? Hey, the Whistle, how are you? I'm just kind of doing a commercial for Diava. All that fun stuff. How's everyone today? Is everyone doing good? Having a great day? I know these days are very dark, but nevertheless, we have to continue and persevere. And let's see some of those trans flags in the chat for the National Day of Recognition for our trans brothers and sisters, and giving them all the encouragement and love we can, because we need that nowadays. You know, I'm a member of the LGBT community, but they're our brothers and sisters as well, and they deserve all the accolades that they can get, because this is there they are. They're the trans flags. Yay! Let's celebrate them. Let's do a big celebration. Diava gets back and she can see all of these wonderful flags in the chat there.
Okay. All right, I snagged one of my kids to bring the dog back in. I'm like, can you bring the dog back in when he's done?
You're good.
Okay.
We're having the trans flag. We're painting the
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
We just want to celebrate them and bring acknowledgement to them.
Absolutely.
They're part of our community. So, but anyway, all right. Well, I'll let you get to the others. I see you have a lot of people in the chat, so I won't take long. So.
No worries. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Went and snagged one of my kids from their room. I'm like, can you stay out here with the dog until he's done and bring him back in? I got to get back to my live. Lori, you're not connecting, but if you want to re-request, you can. Devo, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
I was just, you were just talking about the transgender. I've got David with us.
Day of visibility, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I was just thinking about last year when MAGA had a complete meltdown when it was on Easter. Do you remember that?
Oh, I certainly do. I had to, oh yeah. They're like, can you believe how they're trying to take over our Christian holiday? I'm like, dude, Easter changes every year.
It's always on the 31st. They'll still bring that up like a year later. They had a complete freaking meltdown. And I'm like,
Easter changes, the transgender day of visibility doesn't change. So because Easter fell on their holiday, you guys are saying they took over. Oh, come on. They are so pathetic.
I know, that was it. I was just thinking about that. Like I said, a complete meltdown they had last year. They still talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them that it wasn't. Well, A, it's on the 31st anyways, and B, even if they did put it on Easter, who the fuck cares? Like, honestly, even if it was, hey, we're going to have Transgender Day of Visibility on Easter, who cares?
Only.
It was great, yeah. Like, we celebrate Easter. Me and my family are not religious anymore, but we still celebrate Easter. I wouldn't give a flying fuck if it was on the same day.
I was gonna say that's because we're not petty betties and we're not homophobic bigots. So it's like,
yeah, that's about right.
If something else falls on it, like if Hanukkah fell on Christmas, I'm not gonna fucking shit myself because it's Hanukkah lands on Christmas. I don't give a shit.
I know, I agree.
It's such fake outrage. It's so dumb.
That today, just how funny it was.
I know.
So I'll let you bring other people up. Appreciate you having me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Clutch them pearls, bitches. Wolfric, how are you?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I didn't know the joint had just like popped up and then disappeared.
Oh, well, hello.
Hello.
What did you want to say?
Well, I was going to say something a while back, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I was going to join a while back, but it was too late for me because I only like to do this when I'm home alone so that no one else hears me when I'm talking. But it was when Tony was up and y'all were talking about vinyls or records and all that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to. It's okay. I wanted to share something I had that was physical media related because it was like vinyls and stuff. But I'll just share this if that's okay.
Sure.
Cover my camera because I don't want people to see my face. But I got this.
You have to hit save. After you turn your camera on, hit save, and then it'll turn it on. Yeah. I'm going to put it on the big screen real quick just so we can see what it is. Twin Peaks.
Yes. I watched it. I watched most of, like, a quarter of season 2 over spring break, and it's good.
That's a throwback.
Funny enough, they did a revival/return for season 3 back in 2017.
Nice. That's so. Is it a DVD?
Yeah, it's a big DVD box set. I'm a big physical media collector.
That's
Like,
so
I have
cool.
shelves upon shelves of DVDs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's mainly because of all this streaming junk that keeps getting taken away.
Oh, yeah. Or they raise their prices so high
Yeah. Like,
for all these streaming service. I swear I have every streaming service there is, and I probably pay more than what I used to pay for cable, which I used to scream and cry about. But you pay for every individual streaming service, and it ends up being as much as cable TV was.
like this comment, the comments, remember the log lady?
That's funny.
Yeah, and one last thing before I drop, I
Yeah.
actually have a movie recommendation that's on a streaming service you may have.
Oh.
But it's called, it's a bit of a religious, it's not like good religious, it's like bad religious where it's like questioning. It's called Heretic.
Is that on Max?
Yes, that's where I watched it.
That's like literally the only one I don't subscribe to.
So, I mean, it's rentable on Amazon, but
I have Amazon. I mean, I have Prime.
yeah, it's like rentable. It's one of those. It stars like Hugh Grant and all that. It has it's like a movie that like questions on what religion is the overall the religion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I understand. Because every religion thinks they're the right one.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's mentioned in the movie, but ultimately, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but ultimately...
Oh, maybe don't tell the ending, though.
Okay. It's a big, like, cat and mouse game because these Mormon missionaries get trapped in the person who they're missionary toward house, and then they have to find a way to get out and all that.
Well, that sounds like a really good movie. Maybe I will watch it.
It is pretty good. It came out last year. It's by an independent studio called A24, who made like Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Witch and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a look.
Okay, it's a good one.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming up. Goodness, thank you. Is it a scary movie?
Yes.
Okay. Scary I can do. Gory I can't do. Is it gory?
No, not really. There's a few scenes with blood, but that's all.
Like really bad, or?
I can't remember at the moment.
Okay, because I can't watch gore.
Yeah, it's nothing like that one movie, The Substance, that got multiple nominations.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch horror movies. I wouldn't know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah. I mean,
I could give it a try. If it's not too bad, I can. As long as it's not like really gory, I can't do that.
If you ever want movie recommendations, I'm basically the film nerd with my family.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I shall drop myself.
I got you. It actually helps the algorithm if I drop you instead. I see a subscriber in here, so I got to bring my subscribers up. My subscribers get priority in the box when it's time for friendly time. Daniel, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I've been going through a lot of things lately.
I'm sorry.
And I had mentioned I have a girlfriend that is an empath also. And with all the things that are going on nowadays, I mean, I'm going to be 61 in May, luckily. I've had 2 brain tumors, shunt put in my head, fungal meningitis.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, and I'm disabled, and I'm really, really super concerned with them taking away my Medicare. And it's scary.
I know.
It's just what Trump has done to this country scares the hell out of me.
I know. I know so many people that are on disability. My son got disability. Last year he was awarded disability. He was approved for disability, and still to this day, he's never received a single check. I keep calling the Social Security office, and I have to keep leaving messages, and then I don't get any calls back. So
What's tough is, I mean, I have my Social Security. I'm just afraid of them taking it away from me because if they do, I don't know what I would do.
I know.
It took almost a year. It took me almost a year to get my first Social Security check.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a lump sum.
Well, that's why I'm trying to call the Social Security office now before everything does get dismantled. So hopefully I can get a check cut to me, my lump sum check before they destroy it for my son.
Exactly.
I just can't reach anybody.
I know it is so hard to get a hold of anybody. Even if it wasn't for my girlfriend, because I have some memory loss from all this. So if it wasn't for my girlfriend keeping me straight and my medication straight, and I praise all the women out there. You women are so strong, and if it weren't for you, I probably would not be alive. It's the women that have kept me going.
Well, thank you. And I want to say thank you to your lovely girlfriend who sounds like she's in the background there.
Yeah, she cares a lot. She's a very strong woman.
Most women I know are very strong.
She kept me going. Well, she's an empath, so she's got to be.
I am too, I know.
I appreciate you letting me up.
Of course. Thank you.
I don't know. I just wanted to vent a little bit, I guess.
Johnny has taught him a lot.
Oh, yeah? I love Johnny. I love Johnny.
Follow Johnny, too.
I love Johnny. And thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it.
Well, this was the first time, and like I said, I'm 60 now. This was the first election I voted. I tried to stay out of politics all my life.
Yeah, you had to in this one.
I couldn't do it anymore. I could not watch and sit back and let Trump just destroy everything.
I agree.
Like now, he's doing it now.
Yeah, well, we got the midterms. If we have midterms, got to make it a point to vote in that one too, because that's going to be crucial too.
I will definitely be there for that.
We have the two special elections here in Florida tomorrow. If we take these two seats, we might have a different Speaker of the House.
That would be incredible.
Because all we'd have to do is get like one Republican to vote for Hakeem Jeffries and get shit done. So
that's wonderful.
I'm excited. I mean, that would be cool if we could do that.
Okay. Well, I wanted to thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you for taking the time to come up here and do that. I really appreciate it, because a lot of women, especially women, that are caregivers and natural born nurturers and all those kinds of things, we very rarely ever get thanked.
Oh, you all need thanks. I've had so many women take care of me. I was even in a home for 4 months, and it was the women that took care of me.
Well, I'm glad that you have a woman by your side to help you out. That's just amazing.
She's wonderful. But thank you.
You're so welcome.
You're wonderful also.
Thank you.
You, girl.
I appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you. I'm going to give you a follow. Hold on.
Okay. I truly don't.
I love you guys. I love you guys. What's your girlfriend's name?
Her name is Sherry.
Sherry. I love you, Sherry.
Aww. Love you too, girl.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. So sweet. I feel so bad. Like, we should not be thinking our seniors are disabled, should not have to be worried. What are we doing? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Mitria, I know you have to go for your live. So if you want to say something really quick or tell everyone to come over to your live because I'm ending now.
I just wanted to say, what are we doing? No, I'm just messing with you. For real though. No, I get it. As a concerned disabled person myself, I agree. What are we doing?
This is insane.
Yes, Mike said it earlier. It is Transgender Day of Visibility. That means you're all obligated to see me. No, I'm just kidding.
You're all obligated to see her that as soon as I shut my live off, make sure you're following Good News because she goes live right after me.
I do. Also, Diana, I really just wanted to say thank you for hosting a space where transgender people can be visible.
Oh, you're welcome.
I need that. But yes, if you guys want to come over and hear some good news and maybe get a laugh or two, please come see me afterwards, and we'll be around. But thank you, Diva. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mitria. I appreciate you too. Thank you, loves. All right. Thank you guys for all being here today. I'm sorry not everybody got up today. I really appreciate you guys. You know, I thank you for the love, the taps, the Cash Apps, the Venmos, the subs. But thank you for being here. I couldn't do this every single day without you. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Go show Beatrice some love after this live. She does a good news. So you come here and get all the crazies, and you go to hers and you get all the good news and like nice talk. So just kind of mellow out for a little bit. Show her some love on Transgender Day of Visibility. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure that would mean a lot to her if you snuck it over there for a little bit. But I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. Hopefully, we won't wake up to any more fresh hell tomorrow, but we'll see. Love you guys. Bye. All right, my YouTube and Twitch friends. Thank you guys for being here too. I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern also, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. So thanks for being here. Appreciate you so much. You guys are awesome. Mwah. Love you.